Today is day 4 of Masters Madrid, and we have 2 matches today. FPX vs Loud, and Team Heretics vs PRX. Up first is FPX vs Loud, with Loud easily being the favourites coming into this one. Whoever loses this game will be eliminated from Masters Madrid, while the winner will verse either EDG or Carmine Corp. The maps for this series are Sunset for Loud, Breeze for FPX, and then Icebox as the decider. Looking at the agents for Sunset, and this is pretty interesting, as it's the first time we've seen a Phoenidx at this tournament, and both teams are actually running it. FPX also have a Harbor and Chamber, which is different for this map. Here are some of the highlights from Sunset.
Little bit of stall on the one-way.
He's just trying to go over the top.
There it is.
Yeah, he spotted it.
Oh, chip damage, not going to convert to a kill, but that's the site found, and the flank is on the way. Eyes towards QCK here, potential victim. Does he find it? No, dealt with. QCK, that's going to lose a lot of the punch from this round. Loud now looking very vulnerable. He's in Cowan. Lovely work to bring it back to a 2v2. How dare I doubt them?
Great for them.
No, Lysor loses the fight, and this is ridiculous. Autumn, come on. No flashes to play through on that smoke, and doesn't get too invested on the tap on the spike, but now he has to go. He's got to take this challenge. Halfway, not achieved. Autumn plays it well. FPX. Do they check this? Does he get played in so perfectly? And again, oh wait, they must have seen him.
He saw him, yeah. Autumn turned.
And now it's uncomfortable. Oh, it's so good from Les. Punishing Lysor as he tried to bail them out. And then drifting back towards B, a correct read from Loud to get back to the side. FPX trying to scramble again, 15 seconds, the cross being watched, and Les is just looking so on the money here. He does get denied though. QCK, Cowan nearby. Oh my god, but time, 6 seconds. Does he know how close by Sadak is? No. Couple of ults here, nothing critical, but a lot of utility still with Loud. That's the issue. Site looks rather clear. You're gonna see them try and flop this now. Cowanzine cracks it open. Counter swing from Life. Oh, but Cowanzine popping off here. This is a problem. That's halfway, and the defuse isn't stopping. There's nothing to be done about it. Well, maybe it's enough to stall. They're banking on this, but the barrel. Oh, it's a downfall, and Les opens the gates towards A. Life
hit as well here.
Oh god, that cuts
everything off here outside Link.
Berlin just got caught as well. This could be it. The downfall of FPX on this map. Thinking they had a little bit of an opportunity there. It comes crumbling down in front of them. Les looking to close, and he does.
FPX were competitive early on, but Loud then ran away with the lead and took Sunset 13-5. The whole team played really well, but Sadak especially was fragging, and it's not too often you'll see him at the top of the leaderboard as the IGL. Looking at Breeze now, which is FPX's pick, they're actually running the Gen G comp with Yoru and Astra, which funnily enough Loud just beat convincingly the other day. Here are some of the highlights from Breeze.
I'm enjoying watching him on this map much more. I want to see more from him. Lysor going to deal with Cowanzine. Really looking at Tui's here to crack open some space, but haven't really been having much of an attempt towards this B site yet. It's been relatively untested. Maybe Sadak, the one to punish, and he does. That's a problem. That isolates some of these players. Now, where do they opt to go? But look at the backfill. Look at the timing on this. Does Berlin...
Look at Lysor.
Yeah, both of them. Audacious play, and it worked really well. They've got a good read on this now. But against Sadak, did you forget about Sadak? How did they forget about him up there? I don't know if that Aldrin actually managed to spot out the players, but Autumn's digging quite deep here, and he's found his reward. That's Tui's dropped and the spike found. So this should spur on the attention towards Chu, but Ayang is on the case. Gotta be careful though, 2 players, and that's crisp from Sadak. Life does well to find less, that removes the middle threat, but still there is pressure points to this. You can see the gap being closed, but another spot for Autumn, and another body to add to the list. Cowanzine trying to drift in, but Autumn's exceptional at what he's doing. Everyone else on Sheriffs, a little bit of kit to play with, but not as much as I'm sure you'd normally want. Now they do have site control, Louder respected them enough. They've given up site. And they've given up their first life as well. QCK going down is a big loss here because Life can continue forward. Now, it's not a recovered rifle. It can't fall into the hand, but he needs to be such an influence so they can buy time.
Snake by stand, but no combination here from Cowan's shock dart, so they won't get a kill off this.
Life's got to be proactive. He's got to be in this one. Oh, he's gone down. That rifle's just a step too far away. I don't know if they can get it back into hand. Autumn needs to get into the action now. Also tagged up. This is a problem. He's still going to make some value out of this. 2 left now.
Berlin from mid?
Where the hell did Berlin just come from? Oh, it's just Autumn left alive now in a 1v2. Maybe a chance, Tui's. Last time, They evacuated the site. Dipped away early. This time, sticking around. Life on the way, though. Can he close that gap? Can he find a target? Find someone to play towards? Autumn's right by his side. And Autumn's already claimed one. They could do with a little bit more. Less still lingering around. And Autumn just bringing absolute fury to this site. Less left walking away. Wounded. 5 bullets to play with. And he thinks it's enough. And it is! Autumn is audacious in his work. And he's got them the site. But the flank. QCK finally makes it here. Have you got a 1v2 in you? Have you got the ability to do something about this? Oh, he was on for it.
Two awkward tripwires here. Drone might not even spot these.
See if they get some value off it. Sadak looking for it. He's been tagged up though. Berlin going to get towards site. That's going to be the plan coming through. Is anyone going to try and deny this? Anyone going to put their life on the line for it? Looks like they're trying to. Sadak, oh, the gap closed. Gets towards Berlin and gets out of there with his life. Tui's finding Autumn. Hold on. Loud, where the hell's this coming from? Life from up above though. Going to remove Kalanzine from this. You still have QCK. You still have Tui's with the weapons. And Loud still have side control. They're creeping back closer. Counterpit gonna come in, but there's still a gap to be filled here. Leicester is still a problem, as is Life. And now Tui's and less. What can you do? Desperate to try and do it for
24
time.
HP.
They've got to play the time as well. Trying to draw out that last bit of kit, the drop of the pit. And now Ayang down to 1 HP. Could this be the clutch of his life? Not gonna happen.
Reese was much closer, but it was still Lad that came out on top, 13-11. It was less as per usual the standout here for them, but I do also want to point out Autumn, who had a crazy good map here. 7 first kills on the Yoru, representing Australia on the international stage. So yeah, props to him, he played really well today. Unfortunately though, this loss means that FPX are the first team eliminated from Masters Madrid. Meanwhile, Lad will verse either Carmine Corp or EDG for a spot in playoffs. Moving on to our second match of the day, which is Team Heretics vs PRX. You've got this underdog team who people didn't even really expect to qualify for this event coming up against W Gaming. It was basically impossible to pick a favourite between them going into this series, so it should be a close one. The maps for this matchup are Sunset for PRX, Lotus for Team Heretics, and then Split as the decider. Looking at the agents for Sunset, both teams are running the same comps we saw them on last time, 2 very different approaches though, notably the Neon for Heretics and then no Duelist for PRX. Here's some of the highlights from Sunset.
And I think Team Heretics might find it a little difficult to pick the mid-round timings that we've seen them get against other squads.
Doubled up with the trips though, can't claim the kill, unfortunate for old Benji.
A very similar look to the round again.
That plant straight down out.
And this is even more unfair to Heretics though, isn't it, with the weaponry on the other side of things.
Yeah, bits and pieces of util. I mean, if PRX decide to take the fight straight to them, which they have, okay. Throwing away your lives ever so slightly. I mean, 4 players still left standing. Any guns to reclaim?
Oh, well, not for Devi. He's still just got a pistol to try to span the spike.
Yeah, and now they're going to be playing it from this main position still. The wall smoked to at least carve their way through. They found it. Placement here. This is looking really precarious right now. PRX in a world of hurt. They have to manage themselves and find these kills. 1 player left. It's Mindfreak. And here it is. Patatech half on a defuse. And time.
He's got it.
Might be just barely. It looks a bit rough. No, just about. Second to spare. Something has been changed now. Smoke's dropped into the corner. Will they check it? Not quite. It's a half clearance. Oh Benji is blinded. He does not care. 3 falling. Hunter's Fury clearing up the remnants. The pit's down, but really, it's just a matter of time. And Mindfreak, you can feel it. Despair settling. Dread in the bones. Tagged up by the drone. No chance.
Boo and Benji watching behind. They do have a trip. Things here should be somewhat safe, but they're stuck in B main right now. And the timing.
Push off the angle, finally noise being made. Nade going, flying forward, something. He wins his fight with the duels, at least with the rifles. It's traded out, falls, and another pause put into the play here with 45 seconds left. What do they choose to do? Forsaken, ADS. Trying to be a bit of a demon with it here. Flash forwards as well, no connection from it. They are really stuck in place, finding it difficult to get through any of this. Stuns now. Flying and rip forwards with the wall on top of it. The entire team decides it. We're going to take backside, we're going to take it now. Together, brute force is the goal. Going to get that plant down now into the post. Even just stepping forwards into Boba. Devi didn't have a rifle in his hands, but at least Forsaken does still. Looking for the wraparound. Players, plenty of them. Ready for the targets here. Heads could pop and heads could come clean off. Still watching, and damage low enough. 1 shot in the chamber. Meunier sends it. Holy Something, there's no way. Going for walking straight down towards it. PRX there, there's a trade. Miniboo, fast on the response. Now forwards to the wall here with the drone. It just fades away and breaks. Forsaken is out wide. Just round the ankles, walking for the mid round. Is Munyet out into mid, lost. Man's just in the source here. Devi forwards, looks to just reclaim some of that ground here. Maybe a kill might do it. Maybe it might, but still Team Heretics are too disciplined. Well drilled. They do not want to let it slip now.
4v1 for Heretics to be able to deny the first of the map points that PRX have got.
What's with the timing?
What's going on here?
Cam broken. They want to try and fight this one forward. Still,
They missed Benji.
They're weaving in and out the smokes. Yeah, this is just a confusing round all in all. Miniboo, he's through market. It's a wall through the window, man. He's already worked his way through and stuns up. Connects. Might break. He's still stunned. Hunter's Fury, though. Connection wide here. Something back into it. It's chaos, man. Pure chaos. But can you expect anything less? PRX, they thrive in it. Born in it, molded by it. Benji left to pick up the pieces and maybe forge something out of it, but it's a triple face. You do not stand, you fall against this team.
PRX took their map pick of Sunset 13-10. There were a few questionable rounds that they played and bad choices made, so the win definitely could have been cleaner, but nonetheless they take the lead in this series. Looking at the agents now for Lotus, Heretics are sticking with their Neon gimmick, while PRX running Double Duelist. Here are some of the highlights from Lotus.
You don't want to count PRX out though, still in a 3v5.
Smoke propped. Where is Freak off to?
He's taking risks, exploring over towards Heaven.
Something with the op! He just peeks into that. I mean, Heretics are playing that with the most discipline, the utmost discipline. Two players, at least going to be trying to get into position to trade this one here forwards. They hear it, the dash. And now with the lockdown placed down, it's all orchestrated in time. Something seems to go for it! That is ridiculous! Still to his back here, plenty of players now rushing into it. No detainment, forwards, Miniboo taking a fight, and it is galvanizing, sticking onto the defuse, but a stray shot found. Half though, one and out, Miniboo, what a time to come alive. What's it called? Facing down with the smoke, shot going wide there for something. Looking out with his life, or does he want to go for seconds? You can never really tell. Deep up position, does Boo get spotted? Doesn't look like it. Yep, Munyet's right behind him. There's no protocols in place for this one, and he's playing it patiently, really waiting it out. Could be a risk being played, but no, he's just lined it up for the two, and they are beamed down. No chance with the spike dropped at his feet. Lovely gift just granted to him.
That's just a big mistake from Devi then, not using the dog to try to check up top, not thinking about that. Something, despite getting the pick on Miniboo, is going to get cleaned up.
Slowly, re-clearing out towards Mound now. Cam's going to be spotting it. Here we go with the judge. You should be able to absolutely eviscerate. Take your pick, Forsaken. Boo! Oh my, where's he pulled that from? Knife in the back pocket, shanking the opposition. But he's far too... He's going for a knife of his own!
Oh, that's amazing!
What am I watching?
That's incredible! Has anyone told the players it's an elimination game? Makes sense for Boo, right? He knows that there's a play with the judge, just run out of bullets. That one is just mental.
Oh, Alex is pissed, man! Let's create an opening here. Mind Freak might just get dove upon.
It's 20 seconds,
Yeah.
Brent. This is too slow from Heretics.
And yes, still has a nade. That's why they want to go to B. They want to go to B. Did they clear the corner? Yes, they do. Aware of it.
Trips.
Trips, though. Exactly so. Oh my god, that's precarious! Adjustment! Nasty with the spray. Something is looking beautiful with it. Odin spraying potential there with a neural theft, just pointing out these targets, lighting them up. Can they find it? Still scattered, dashing forwards, at least with the satchel in play. Munyet is forwards. He wins his fight out. Benji in the remain. At least a spike is planted for him, but it's a 1v2. 1v2. Nano Swarm, slow it down still. He might have to just hit an absolute worldie. The time pressure, it's against these PRX players. Munyet sticking, kill, needs to be found, half on it, defuse already gained. And a real chance for PRX. They land their shots.
Control, they haven't forced PRX back. At least Munyet is on the other side of the map, but something is right here.
Still has a dash too. Here it is, head found, popped. Right off. Where's the next one? Won't get it, but still he evacuates. He's out of there. Buy some time for the rest of his team. Thrash will try and lay the groundwork. At least a bit of pavement for this team to follow through. At least walk up back onto it. Detainment. Not there. Updraft forwards. Miniboo in the danger zone. 12 seconds left. Where is this plant, and is it coming online at any time soon? They're choosing. They want to try and push all the way through. Monyen to the back wall. He didn't get seconds. No way. Everybody's fallen. Time. They get it with kills.
Heretics also win their map pick 13-10 and tie up the series. Something was incredible here for PRX, having double the kills compared to anyone else on his team. Now we're heading to split for the final map, and PRX are actually changing the team comp. Forsaken is now on Raze, Monyet is on Omen, and they actually have an initiator now. Here are some of the highlights from split.
For a lot of the fans.
Benji is hiding in this corner.
Oh my! Through, hiding into the corner, but what can he really do? There's a cage, just to play anti-flash position. Nasty adjustment. Snaps upwards, they don't know where he is.
Lost.
They're trying to hunt him down. Lost as anything.
And something did not even try to get the trade. He went for a react play into heaven.
He's in heaven. Camped, tagged up.
That's wild. That is wild.
Disgusting one out towards heaven. That's to punish a player who might be just trying to updraft, satchel their way up through main into that spot.
And that's a classic play that something will go for. What a read clear. Beautiful read.
Timing could not have been better. Now it's left up to just a few stragglers, PRX players. Nice movement, at least the tip. Tap! Not enough! Benji! Precision
30 seconds left.
on display, fully in control. Don't you dare set your sights or your feet whatsoever near his side, because this guy is on one! And cleared it. Forsaken's wondering how to break this one. Guess what? You can't really. You have to swing into it.
No, it's horrible. It's a really horrible trip to deal with. Very powerful.
Crossing back through main, running out of really opportunities. Jumping peak by something, back through, in and out. Drifting with the movement. Did he know the device pushed up onto this angle? It seems like Boo has that awareness. Forsaken through mid, there's a rocket. It's sent loose and flying again. Where's it going? Into the back, and didn't kill him, man. He still stands tall. Try and conquer him, try and take this side up, but the anchoring players are making a mockery of the PRX play style. Nails him. For their troubles, now they're really just making the moves out towards heaven. Benji forced away from the precious corner that he's been loving to play in, back towards, again, screens, one-way smokes, at least the cages set up for him, gives him that covering fire, and yet finally puts him down, blinded. Brilliant! You absolute animal! You absolute beast! And Monyet, what can you do? Rolling thunder up in the air, target practice.
But at the same time, you still don't expect Rien's to be good enough to pick up 3 off the back in such a short space of time.
Filthy stuff. Cutting it into the round, the options running out. Paranoia finally clears into the corner, but a cage to play into it. It splits it up entirely. Benji, Fishy, take your time. Take your pick, son. Finally. The return of the fire with a shotgun to the face and a vulnerability there with a snake bite. Can't really follow through with the stingers. Hello. And open it. Found and claimed. The site is theirs. The plant will go down. PRX are going to be pushed back away from this one. 2v4 players are low. And enough out into the open that may be a possibility.
These players are weak.
Here for Heretics, 2v2. Seekers have to be used. She's trying to count for the players' positions. Broken. Miniboo scared about it. Nade rebounds. Nade rebounds. Monyet in a 1v2. This started as a 4v2. No utility to his name. Doubled up. Heretics, you got to think discipline. Name of the game. A dodge, a weave, a duck, a play. And Monyet saves the bloody day.
The Red Bull clutch from Monyet. In the round after, Benji is screaming across the stage for him to step up.
Good luck to you. How do you clear him? Boo avoids it, round to the back. Still with the shotgun. No way, he knows it, feels it. Maybe just hearing it, possibly off the sound cues. Panitek though, took that timing and took that chance. Gifted with one, something's there. It's a flood defense, a flood play, right in, resetting. The aim! My God! Trailblazer sends it flying. Actually predicting this one to just run forwards with the nice split. Something already there with the blade storm out wide to the flash to set it up. Nasty stuff, nasty one, Benji! Holy, what a return on the fire. Finally, the anchoring player removed. 2 versus 2, Viper's Pit. It's a murky territory now. It's gonna be sweeping across the site. A tap, forcing the util out, but finally the plant. The divide, vulnerable.
Very close.
Bullets. Almost going down. 2 versus 2 still. Patience being played now. Gaps the positions to be watched for, and what is the call for either side? How do you choose to play it? Devi holding the angle, stepping out wide, Patatek taking it in his stride as a game of timies. They're just bumping into each other, and PRX on the brink. The pit will fall though, toppled. Decay back up to the health, Paranoia wide. Boo's got the smoke and a tap onto it, spraying now. Boo sticking, halved, but not enough. Devi finds the perfect timing, picture perfect at that 6-6. They've evened up the half.
Forsaken has just been a monster in these split games individually.
Form-wise, it's really being decided. That factor at play.
He's just so good.
Finishes him off. 2-4, reposition a Mind Freak. Sound back into it. Dog's gonna have a spot too. They want a few more. What is that? What is that? Disgusting. Satchel in their faces, man. This is relentless. Experience at this wider stage, it could all just tumble and collapse. Dash now available. Re-swings into it. The nail in the coffin. One after the time, the hammer swings down and out onto the anvil. And there is no hope, no chance in hell. They have gone home entirely. PRX eliminating the Spanish favourites.
Benji Fischer could do no wrong early on, but other than that, it was PRX looking dominant on splits. Forsaken especially was insane on that defensive half, and that was probably the best map of the tournament so far, as you can probably tell by just how many highlights there were. This means that Team Heretics are the second team eliminated from Masters Madrid. As for the future matches, they did the draw live on stream, and we know that the games tomorrow are going to be Carmine Corp vs FPX and Loud vs Edward Gaming. The winner of those games will go straight into playoffs and make up the top 4, meanwhile the losers will be eliminated.